It honestly just blows my mind, and right now I'm just having this like sinking feeling because this is someone's property. Like this is someone's like pride and joy that is like now like could be trashed.
That's how high the water was.
This is exactly why you evacuate. If you're given mandatory evacuation orders, there is a reason. This is some devastation in here.
Yeah, this looks like a tornado came through it.
It's very possible it did.
What is up, Travel Squad? We are back at it again.
Back at it again.
It was a wild one last night, as you guys probably saw from the last video.
Yeah, it was supposed to get the worst around like 2 a.m. or so, but I personally woke up at like 4:30, almost 5 o'clock because the wind was so bad.
So bad. I've never heard this door move because of wind. While I was editing that video, it was just like, holy crap.
Yeah, but we're about to go step outside for the first time and kind of see what the world looks like now.
The new world.
The new world.
Yeah, we're about to take your boy out so he can go potty, and hopefully there's not that much damage. I'm glad we still haven't lost power or anything like that.
I was about to say, we never lost power and we never lost internet.
According to like the Weather Channel and all that, it's apparently because our power lines and all that are below the ground, so that definitely helps. Ooh, it's nice and cool. Like, it's not even warm or hot or anything.
That feels really good.
All right, buddy. This is a new world. What do you think?
Oh gosh, look at that tree.
Yeah, so this tree is more bare. You guys saw that last night, but it's definitely a lot less leaves. And there's a lot of branches on the ground over there. And as you guys saw from last night, the pond was kind of like overflowing, but it looks like it's starting to drain. There's a branch in the water, but it looks like it's starting to drain because last night the water was all the way up, almost all the way up to the basin of that tree. And Aries is just walking in the water. There's a lot of branches down over there as well that just like snapped off the tree. And you can see these branches in the water.
Oh geez, those are big ones too.
But yeah, I'm loving this breeze though.
This is the first time it has felt cool in Orlando since like March.
Yeah, March or April. Okay, so I see one good thing that happened for you, that with the whole wind and all that. Look at this.
Ooh, ew, don't touch it. Oh my God, ew.
Look at that.
Ew.
Because I know you were talking about how you hated all the things on top of it.
Yeah, I keep seeing them like up in, there's still one up in the corner over there, but.
Do you want to keep it?
No, gives me the heebie-jeebies.
It got knocked off, so we're good. So there's one less hive.
And some more branches down.
Look
over
at that.
Here.
The box came off.
Oh geez.
So back in the day when I used to live in Bermuda, we used to put tape on our windows, like X's and stuff, so just in case they got broken. If they fell, they wouldn't shatter because the tape would keep it together. It looks like they did that at the apartment, that old school hurricane prep.
Oh yeah. The
only thing about that is that I learned being younger, if you don't take that tape off the window soon, you're gonna get X's on your window with the adhesive. So like, if you ever do that, don't leave it on too long, especially like after the hurricane passed, because you'll ruin your windows.
Yeah, that's a good tip. We did also have some neighbors that got some sandbags to put in front of their doors. You know what I'm wondering?
What?
Where did all the ducks go?
That's what I was wondering too, because we did see one like super late last night.
Yeah, there was like one just like in the middle of the water, just swimming by itself.
Literally the Evel Knievel of ducks. But I'm like, yeah, where do they go? Are they going in bushes? Or are they flying away?
What if someone just has them like hoarded in their apartment?
I wouldn't be surprised, like people will feed them and everything.
And speak of the devil, there's one little guy.
I'm not surprised that he's the only one, because that's the OG duck.
That is the OG.
He's been here since we've been here. The other brown ducks have been rotating. So this is his pond. He's the manager. He's the owner.
He's the manager. Oh, he's cute. Down here you can see kind of where the original water line was with the grass that's underwater right there and where it is now. Thankfully, because this is kind of at a slant, I think that's why it didn't really come up. All right, Aries, what is your assessment of the damage? He's really like thoroughly investigating right now.
I mean, he is really good at it, because you know how he comes into our house and like he like patrols the perimeter sometimes.
Yeah.
This is his job. Like, look at this. He's just going over, okay, all right, this is damaged. Yep.
Clear.
One thing that I did notice on our way back from the airport, and then you noticed as well, all the toll roads are suspended. So that means like you can drive up and down for like evacuation and all that. If you're ever in Florida and the hurricane's coming, they usually suspend the toll so you can literally get out of there and not have to worry about paying for anything. Because it'd be messed up if they still charge you to leave Florida.
Yeah, that'd be awful if that's something that deterred you from evacuating, was because you had to pay. Whew, that is one full pool. And dirty pool.
But honestly though, this would be very relaxing just cleaning it. It's just like very peaceful, just scooping things out of the pool.
You know what I can't help but think about? How nice this water probably feels right now.
I mean, you can put your foot in. You have sandals on. Oh, really? You're gonna do it? Okay.
Woo!
Is it cold?
It's chilly. Really am so grateful that we didn't have any trees like this fall down, because this one is absolutely massive and it's so, so beautiful.
So it looks like our complex really didn't sustain a lot of damage, at least from that, like cosmetically, but my heart does go out to the people in Tampa, St. Pete, Bradenton, Sarasota, all of them, because they got hit right in the face with a Cat 4.
Yeah, and unfortunately we do have to go over there this weekend
Yeah.
to help my mom clean up, get her hurricane shutters down. So let's see what all of that looks like over there in her beautiful, sweet little town.
You'll see that in this later in this vlog. It's also the same place where the parking lot was flooding, and we were talking about in the last video. That should be interesting to see that town right after a hurricane.
And they always flood there, so I know it's gonna be bad.
I ended up parking, I didn't want to, but all these spots were full. I ended up parking underneath this tree, so I was really worried that this tree would come down onto my car. So I'm glad it didn't. Laura's is right next to mine, and so I'm glad nothing's really happened to it. It just looks like your car is covered in leaves, and so is mine.
It's a little dirty, but I don't see any damage, thankfully.
A lot better than having windows broken or smashed or anything like that. We did a little tour of the apartment and found that we don't have any damage. Can't look at the roof because we don't obviously have a top floor apartment, but everything in our apartment seems sound, seems good, and is working. Lights are on, Wi-Fi, all that stuff. So now we're gonna go check out Celebration, right, Laura?
We heard that they got it a little bit worse.
They have a lot of trees there.
Yeah, a lot of old trees, and hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Also, just wanted to say that we did spend the morning checking in really quickly with all of our local friends and then any friends that we have on the West Coast. Thankfully, everyone is okay. A little minor damage for some people, but everyone is a-okay.
Look at the stoplights up here.
Oh my. Wow.
Yeah.
Those are mingled.
They're parallel. I've never seen them parallel before. And she meant West Coast as in West Coast of Florida, not West Coast of the United States. Is the Waffle House open? Oh, it is. All right, so we're in the clear.
Then everything's fine.
Yeah, we're in the clear. We're good.
That's how you know.
That's how you, literally, like, that's not even a joke. That's how you know how bad a hurricane's gonna be. It's the status of a Waffle House.
We are driving into Celebration now. So far seeing a lot more like leaves and trees down all over the place. Definitely seen a few broken fences around here. The pumpkins are fine.
How are the pumpkins okay? All the pumpkins?
Oh, there's already people out here cleaning up.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just like a lot of trees and stuff down.
There's people out and about already.
Yeah. Even the lake over here doesn't seem like it's flooded, really.
No, not at all.
Great drainage.
There are definitely alligators in that lake.
Oh yeah, we've seen them.
Oh man, that tree got ripped to shreds. All of this all over the place. It almost doesn't even look like Celebration in some areas.
It's disgusting. HOA would have a fit. They saw them keeping their houses like this.
Not gonna lie, reminding me a little bit of like downtown Atlanta right now.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. Like a maybe not a cabbage town, but a little bit.
Oh man, big palm came down. Let's see, oh, the canal is definitely full. We're in this newer area of Celebration. Definitely a few more things that are down over here. A big sign over there. However, it does look like some of these newer trees actually fared pretty well. So we came over to Publix just to grab a couple things. It actually opens at 2 o'clock today, which is great, but they definitely have a couple trees down. This Publix is pretty new over here. Publix, you're a real one for opening up again so quickly. Only because it's safe to do so though.
It is the next day, and we are taking Laura's mom back to her house on the west side of Florida.
Yeah, West Coast.
We're gonna go over there, take our hurricane shutters off, and then also go see the damage, because we saw some pictures, and there's boats in the middle of the street.
Yeah, usually my mom's town gets quite a bit of damage and flooding, so I think her house is gonna be okay, but I'm very sad to see what her town looks like.
But now, we gotta pack the car up, and bring all the pets in the last video, and head over. We're not spending too much time there, but it still does suck that I have to bring this case because I'm kind of like an anxious packer in the way of, what if I need this? What if I need that? So literally that's the gear case. Like I don't need all that stuff that's in there, but who knows? Maybe I might need something that I might forget. I have my camera bag, backpack, Pelican case, and I think we should be good. I have my drone as well.
Jeez, what'd you pack, like 15 pairs of shoes?
Oh, look at that. What a memory.
A memory from a couple days ago.
Yep, that's a little taste of what you guys are gonna see in the upcoming weeks. All right, buddy, you ready to go? You got your blanket and everything? He's had that blanket since he was a baby puppy, and now he's 98 years old.
Bro's about to have a panic attack. Hates the car.
He hates it. Looks like a lot of these like linemen. Yep, there's one, there's two trucks going back to Florida. So I guess they came up and helped out with the storm.
They're going back to Florida?
Oh, sorry, back to Tampa. I think they're heading back to Tampa or heading down to Tampa. I think that first one was from Ohio, but I think they're heading down to help out with like all the power and stuff like that. For some reason, it doesn't feel like it actually happened because like it was a sunny day today, but actually a hurricane literally just came through 24 hours ago.
Yeah, everything here honestly just feels like back to normal, which I know it's not for a lot of people across the state. I know when we get back to my mom's, it's definitely not going to be completely normal. Also, I think that everyone else had the same idea that we had and that they evacuated and they're heading back home for the weekend now because we have been in traffic for quite some time.
Also, I think I'm gonna put a fundraiser on this video. I'm not sure to what charity yet, but if you wanna donate, there should be like a button or something around on this video that you can donate to help the hurricane victims that are in Tampa and all that, because from what I've seen, it looks like it sucks and we got very blessed to not. So if you wanna donate to it's not going to us, it's going directly to the fundraiser because YouTube has that feature now. So yeah, if you wanna donate, it'll be, I don't know where it is because this is the first time we're ever doing it. It's somewhere on the video.
St. Pete, Tampa, west coast of Florida, our hearts absolutely go out to you guys, and I'm so sorry that you're going through this.
Ooh, we gotta watch out for things like this.
That came up out of nowhere too. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is all flooded. Look at all this, like this. Wow.
Be careful.
Yeah. Wow.
Where are the gators?
3 hours later.
Well, we have finally made it to my mom's town and we are headed out downtown to explore and see what kind of damage has been done.
Apparently this place is prone to flooding. I doubt it'll be still flooded, but we can see if there's like any like boats around or anything like that. Look at that.
Oh no. And so far we have not seen a single light that is actually working.
Yep, turned into 4-way stops.
That poor fence just absolutely destroyed.
Well, that's a little sign. I wonder if that's a premonition. Is that what it's called?
Kind of. Premonition for what we're about to see.
Yeah, I guess. Or foreshadowing, maybe?
Foreshadowing. A lot of this debris was already from Hurricane Helene that probably just wasn't cleaned up yet.
Look at the boat right there.
Oh my god.
They're like all messed up. Geez, how did I get there? And this boat right here, just on its side.
This poor beautiful town. Just look at all this mud caked on the ground from the water that came through here. This was all flooded in here.
Yeah, some trees down, mud everywhere. Oh wow, so we're at the marina right now, and Laura's mom told us that this is like a really big area that got hit really bad, and what I'm seeing is kind of nuts. I've actually never been to like a hurricane like disaster area before, but it's crazy how it's so calm now. Oh my gosh, we got to go down there. There's literally a boat up on its side like that. Wow, this is like thousands of dollars worth, or hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage.
Is that one completely upside down?
Jeez, look at this. Like this, not this boat, but if probably come up closer, the boat next to it is like sunk. You can kind of see it right there. Yeah, where that line is, that's not dirt, that's water. And you can see it over there too. And they probably tied it down really nice too, and it still got messed up.
So the area that we're in right now is very, very close to where Hurricane Milton came ashore. That's why the damage is so bad here. This was a category 3, I think almost weakened to a category 2 by the time it got here. So the fact that a storm like that, a hurricane that small, can do this much damage, it's just absolutely wild.
All this was underwater.
And they were still recovering from Helene
a week ago.
A few weeks ago, yeah.
Oh wow, look at that boat over there. It's like literally flipped over.
I couldn't even tell that was a boat at first.
No, I thought it was like some piece of wood or something. That's literally like a pontoon boat flipped up on its side. Living the dream. Look at this. That is crazy. And then this might have been another boat that might be like under the water. Look at this chair, just chilling, perfectly like seated.
This looks like a movie set.
It really does. And then the propellers, you can see the propellers all torn up and stuff like that. Wow, okay, that's intense. I'm pretty sure this was a boat. Like, you can see the railing under the water.
Oh, it's really messed up.
And even the dock over there is kind of like gone. I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna get this out. I mean, I guess they would just get like a crane or something like that to pull it out, but wow. And this is just the first stop.
This is honestly, like, this is awful, but compared to 2 years ago when Hurricane Ian came through, I think that was the really bad one for my mom. She had to pay thousands of dollars in repairs on her house.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a couple miles inland, so this was just like an absolute disaster down here.
And then here it is from the other side. Jeez, look at that thing. Yeah, that's more intense than I thought it was gonna be. Like, one thing seeing it on TV, but actually seeing it in person. We're on the outskirts of town. We're not even in the city yet.
It just makes me realize like how mild we had it in Orlando.
Oh, 100%. We had it super mild compared to this. It was breezy, but nothing like this.
Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl in Orlando.
When you see things like this, with the oars and all that stuff, you got to make sure you still watch out for like nails and all that, because they could be sticking up and you're not paying attention.
Absolutely caked on here. Jeez.
Yeah, the mud is crazy. I've never seen it like that before. Like, mud is everywhere.
These roads are not normally this color.
So this was all flooded.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at this. It's just straight piles of mud.
Gosh. So this is right up by the water.
Look at these boats, literally.
Oh no.
That's nowhere near the water. There's a seawall right here that these boats had to come over, and there's trees down. And the boats are literally right here.
That is insane. These beautiful homes.
This is the
Stay
only
safe.
park I know of.
We're trying to make it down to a certain area, but we keep stopping because we keep seeing these strange things. The water had to be so high for this next thing to happen. This right here is a tennis court. Normal tennis court, you have a little barrier over there. You see a boat in the distance, came up on shore, had to go over the seawall. But we pan to the left and there's a boat literally on the tennis court. It had to get over this fence, or I guess like you can see like it knocked it down, but holy crap. There's a boat on the tennis court that's about like 50 to 100 yards away from the water.
It honestly just blows my mind, and right now I'm just having this like sinking feeling, because I'm thinking like, yes, it's crazy there's a boat here, but it's also like, this is someone's property. Like, this is someone's like pride and joy that is like
maybe
now,
saved
like,
up 100 like years for
could be
it.
trash. So it makes me genuinely very sad.
Literally a tennis court and a boat right here. You can see how far away from the water. That's a seawall in the middle of the frame. Floated all the way back here onto this tennis court. And it probably would have floated all the way in the street if it wasn't for this fence. So guys, as we said earlier, if you guys are willing and want to and are able to donate, we'll make this a little fundraiser thing. You guys can donate to the charity that we choose. I'm not sure which one it is yet, but we'll make sure it goes to the people that are affected from this storm and Helene. Yeah, it's just personal artifacts and everything like that on this boat. Like, this was actually someone's boat. Hopefully they have insurance to cover that, but like at the same time, like, you don't know. This might have been a boat that they saved up for 30 years to buy and they finally got it.
You can get a new boat, but you can't get the memories back.
It looks like this fence might have been the only thing that saved it, because the anchor is like hooked right in and stopped it.
That's wild that the anchor, like, I can imagine this just being like rushing water.
And of course this was already anchored down in the ocean and it came up. And that's what caught it from going in the street, was the fence. So here's the seawall. So they had to get higher than this. The water is maybe like 10 feet down. So this had to lift up over this wall, come back, and then go float all the way over there. Wow.
This poor town, I have kind of like grown up. My like grandma lived around here, my grandparents when I was younger. So before my mom moved here, I've been coming to this town since I was a kid. And I've watched it get like pummeled over and over again by hurricanes. It's very sad.
So this is Laura. This is where the water was. Like, you can tell it might have been a little bit higher, but that's around where the water level was. So it was about like 5'3", 5'5".
5'4".
And that's up here, not 10 feet below where the water is now. That's how much water there was here. Literally taller than you.
If you were, I don't know how these houses are still standing, honestly.
Same. I mean, there are some of them are on stilts, as you can see through there, but especially like that one, that's how high the water was. Oh, I didn't even realize that.
This is exactly why you evacuate. If you're given mandatory evacuation orders, there is a reason. Literally just boats washed ashore everywhere.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Gee, okay, so I guess we're not gonna move to an ocean
On
town.
the sidewalk.
You see it?
Wow. Stairs are just completely destroyed to the front of this house.
Looks like they've got it so you can't get to Fisherman's Village, right?
I'm not quite sure what's going on up here. It looks like there are some poles down, maybe another boat that washed way ashore.
Is it a boat in the front yard of that house?
Yeah, it's two boats over here.
Wow.
Look at all of this. It's probably left over from the other storm.
Yeah. Wow.
So we're driving down one of these streets, and it looks like they don't have power except for this one. Maybe this side of the street has power, but the ones behind us, there's still generators running and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think some of them are off and some of them are on.
Yeah, because some of these are like really dark. Dang, and there's mud on the ground over here too. Yeah, like all this is mud that we're going in.
Ooh. Oh gosh.
Yeah, let me slow down. Yeah, this got flooded. This is crazy how like flat and calm and everything was. Like 2 days ago, this was above my car.
Some of these houses are just so close to the water.
Like there's nothing you can do about it but put sandbags up and hope for the best. Yeah, Deb, if you're one of these houses, we would have come and got you. It would have been like a no questions asked. You guys can't really tell by this camera, but it's super dark over here. Like extremely dark. This camera's really good at low light. But yeah, you have all this debris
These structures are built up high.
from the last hurricane. And that was there when the other hurricane hit. So that's just like projectiles. And we come down to this street down here and there's just like more and more debris. Oh yeah, there's fences on the ground and everything. Don't need to make another loop?
No.
Look at all of this. Jeez. Right now, we're heading over to that resort that me and Laura stayed in for New Year's. We mentioned in the last video, and we saw all the flooding in the parking lot and stuff like that. So we're heading over the bridge and gonna go check it out. You guys can see here on the left side where the lights are, that's the actual resort. So that's where all the flooding happened on the Weather Channel. It looks like they still have lights on and stuff, but it might be generators. But some of these are kind of dead. You can't even get in there.
Is it completely blocked off?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a big circle.
Yep. Of course, Sunseeker have it completely blocked off. But this is the parking garage, or one of them. It was totally flooded. This is a brand new resort too. What's really sad about this resort, they had to keep like kind of rebuilding it while they were building it. It kept getting delayed for like years because COVID, Hurricane Ian a couple of years ago. So it's just, it almost feels cursed. And then, you know, it's been open this year for the first time, and now we have this hurricane come through.
Yeah, we got some mud over here. Looks like I'm gonna have to get a wash. That's like the least of the concerns.
But that's the one thing about the flooding. Everything's covered in mud afterwards.
Well, it looks like this place is open. It's called Pizza Gorda. It's one of the only places open. So hopefully it's not too busy, but most likely, oh yeah.
Stepped in so much mud. I'm hoping it's just mud and not like sewage.
So pretty much it's just like an Italian restaurant. Laura's mom said that this was the last table that they're serving tonight before it closes.
And I think this is the only restaurant in town that might be open.
That's a nice looking salad you got there.
Mom, you wanna do a Lady and the Tramp?
Come on, Deb. All right, guys, it is the next day, and today's the day we take off the hurricane shuttle. We would have did it yesterday, but at the same time, we kind of got in late and we wanted to check out the damage before.
I definitely had these on our house when I lived in Florida as a kid, but I have never participated in taking them off, so very curious to see how this is gonna go.
So these are called hurricane shutters. I never really had these in Bermuda, but it looks like they're just like slotted pieces of metal you screw in and you put them on every window. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, and the cool thing about most houses in Florida is that they already have like kind of like the screws in the wall for you to be able to do this. So it's not like you're damaging your house. Like they come like ready to do this.
So we got some on these two windows. We have some on the front, and then we have some on the sliding glass door. I was worried about that one. When I first saw these, I thought it came with big sheets, but apparently it's like...
Are they slats?
Yeah, they're like two, like each two is a slat. So like you just put them all together. I guess that's how you make it as big as you want.
Okay, I guess that might be a little bit easier.
From the looks of these bolts, it looks like I need like a Phillips head maybe. I'll get the power drill and see what fits. Hi, Ellie. How are you today? She's like, I don't want to be on camera.
Come here, little girl. Yes.
Got the drill, got the ladder. Now let's head out and take out.
I'll be the bolt holder.
Oh, okay. Or you can learn how to use one of these.
I'll do a couple.
Kind of looks like we went mudding yesterday. Definitely need a wash.
And away we go.
Like, why is the top one stripped out of all of them? So there's one thing that I did notice that I made a mistake on before. This, as I said, this was our first Florida hurricane. So you don't actually have to take all the screws out. I'm glad I'm glad we did have to take some of the screws out because some of them are stripped, like I was telling you. But literally, it's like a slide system where you can like slide it over and just pull it off.
Oh my gosh.
As I said, like some of them you do have to come over and like actually take them out because they need to be replaced. But majority of them, once you get one going, you can get them all going.
I'm so glad you caught that.
Just to let you know, if you guys ever moved to Florida or you've never done this before, at least these ones, you can just loosen them up a little bit, push them, slide them, all that. Because you can, come right here. Because if you guys, I don't know if you guys can see because it's the glare, but the hole, big hole, small hole, you literally just slide it over.
Slide and pop it out.
Yep, teamwork makes the dream work.
These are not light.
Don't squish your fingers. There you go, look at that. This is actually kind of cute. Laura's like,
Doesn't feel cute.
I was like, I don't really want any of this. You guys are doing a great job.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
1 week later.
How's that?
That was a lot. I wasn't expecting to be that involved.
Look how glistening you are.
I know. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm just thirsty and tired. We got all this, I'm gonna say siding, all this storm shielding. What is it? Storm shutters, that's what it's called. I got all that down.
You need to get some sustenance in you, my boy.
These are a lot. But she has this place right here that she just straps them to and labeled and everything. I don't even know what to say right now. I am so like just dehydrated from being in the sun.
I may or may not have thrown up while we were doing this.
That's all right. I know you never played sports in high school, so you don't know how to work out in the
I was a cheerleader.
Were you cheerleading in the heat during the summer workouts?
I was a basketball cheerleader. We were inside.
What'd you say, Deb?
So did you do any cheering?
Oh, wow. Your mom's putting you on blast. And this place is wrecked. And like all the lights are out.
So this is actually one of the towns that I used to come to all the time to go to the beach when I was younger. It's about like 30 minutes from my mom's house, and it really looks like they got hit hard.
So yeah, you just see all the destruction all in the beach town. Like all around the water. This had to be like flooded and stuff. Yeah, I can't even go down that road. There's a wire on the ground. I just ran over by mistake. Yeah, this is terrible. Yeah, Orlando definitely got it light. We thought it was pretty bad, but they definitely got it light. Because over here, like look over here. There's just piles and piles of stuff.
Debris, and this is a couple days after the hurricane hit, so I can't even imagine what this looked like.
Yeah, the road's clear, so it had to have been even worse. Wow. Okay, yeah, this
is some devastation in here.
Yeah, this looks like a tornado came through it.
It's very possible it did.
Roof just got ripped to shreds. We're on a street that's a lot closer to the water now, and it's just devastation after devastation. Like, this is becoming a one-way. Like, look at the side of this road.
Oh my God.
It's the whole house, everyone's belongings are just gone.
It's just people's memories right there.
Yeah, this is really sad.
And some of this is stuff from Halloween.
This house is just absolutely trashed.
Trees down.
Oh my God.
These are the houses that are like right on the water.
Yeah. Look at that garage. So horrible.
Like, I want to know what they do with these houses. Like, do they just tear them down and
Some
rebuild?
of them maybe, yeah.
I mean, I feel like, how can you just repair it on like a flooded, like, I don't know, I just feel like a flooded house is ruined and you just have to start over from the beginning.
Yeah, and a lot of the water is contaminated, so it's not necessarily something that you can salvage.
Tires still look good as of right now. We just pulled off to the side of the road real quick. We saw all these rocks, and I'm guessing that's when the water came up and actually like pushed the seawall back, or lifted the seawall up a little bit. But my interest is this house right here. There's like license plates everywhere. This is pretty much done. This is flooded out. You can see something hanging, the light fixture hanging right there. And then over here, you can see the destruction. Like, just look into this house. Everything is flooded. Everything is done. Holy crap. There's still water at the bottom of this house. I can slightly see, it looks like there's like some type of running water, like a pipe or something that's busted underneath there, so it's running, constantly running while it's just stagnant. Jeez, look at this. Yeah, this house is destroyed. They had such a nice view too, calm lake day. This is really sad. They had a great house. So as we said before, guys, if you're able to, make this video a fundraiser. So if you can donate to help people that's been affected by this, go ahead and donate. We'll donate some money as well. We thought we had something bad, but nothing like this in Orlando. They had a really nice house, a dock and everything, and it's just gone.
I don't even know, like, where do you start after this?
Honestly, I would just want to just tear this down and rebuild.
And not, like, you have to have a place to sleep. Like, you're essentially homeless overnight. So it's like, not everyone has the resources or family nearby to, like, get a hotel or go stay with someone. It's like, what do you do?
Well, guys, that is it for our Hurricane Milton coverage. First ever Florida hurricane. Was a little bit more intense than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and this might be the end of our coverage of this, but we know for a lot of people, this is going to be an ongoing issue for them. Cleanup, getting all this sorted for months, years even. So our hearts go out to you guys. As Fain mentioned, we are going to hopefully connect that fundraiser from YouTube, and you guys can feel free to donate to that if you would like to help with relief for some of the people affected by this.
But as always, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye, Travel Squad. Stay safe.